Hi, I'm Braden Gellenthien. I started shooting archery at a Cub Scout camp when I was 11 years old. It was just a summer camp, a week-long thing, and I went and tried it, and it was really cool. Like, I got to have my hands on a weapon, and I was shooting arrows, and it was really, really fun. But I thought there was no way that my parents would ever support that. So it was I think I enjoyed it even more because it was kind of daring. And then I got home and I told my parents that, I had this really fun, experience shooting archery, and they wanted to continue doing it because I had so much fun with it. So we went to the store, we bought a cheap bow and arrow, and my dad was like, this seems really cool, I'm gonna get involved in it too. So he got a used bow as well, and we started shooting just every night after work. And then we started doing a father-son league on the weekends, and archery just really took off for me because it was so much fun. It was something we could do together, and it was just so cool to spend the time with my dad and just do something that we enjoyed as a family. My mom tried it, wasn't really for her. My brother started, and he was way more talented than I was. He started shooting way better right off the bat. And he's the kind of guy that can pick a bow up and every 3 years and shoot a 300 with 58 X's, and I'm super jealous about it. But I'm just kind of glad that he chose another path in life and doesn't keep me pushing to try to shoot better than I already do. So yeah, archery for me, when I think of archery, I think of family, and it's a really cool way to spend time with everybody and just get involved and do something together. So yeah, that's archery to me. So luckily, my dad, he must have done some research or something at the time, and he found JOAD right off the bat. And that was what led me to competition. It was, just every week I would go and I would try to get that next JOAD pin, and that was my goal for so long. And I got hung up at the 250 level. I think it was Master Archer, and I wanted the Expert Archer that was 270. And that was such a grind to get there. And then once I got Expert Archer, it was okay, I gotta get to the Olympian level, which is a 290 Big Ten at the time. And it was man, that was so cool for me to have those stepping stones and that motivation and that drive to just keep going and see the improvement. And those pins were so cool when I was younger. I mean, I always thought I was really good at archery, from the time I was 13 and, shooting a finger strap release and hunting pins. I thought I was awesome. I thought I was the best archer in the world. So that was kind of how it was. I didn't realize for real how good I was until I was about 16, 17 years old. When I qualified first to go to the Czech Republic, that was my first junior tournament. I qualified for Cadet Worlds, and I thought I was the best shooter in the world. I went there and I found out pretty quickly that I wasn't. I wasn't even close. I think I lost my first match of the tournament, and I was really sad about it. But that was also a really good motivating moment for me, because I realized that I was really talented, but I still had so much further to go. And then the next year I qualified for the Senior World Championships, got third place there, and then I won the Lancaster Classic the next year when I was it just turned 17. So it was I realized that I was good, even though I knew I was good before that, and I just kind of made stepping stones the whole way. Just it was difficult to realize how much I didn't know and how good I wasn't when I was starting to realize that I had potential. But I think that was really, really critical in motivating me to get better.
Here at the World Cup Finals, and he got it! Braden Gellenthien has done it.
Look at that. He's done it. What a result for one of the most decorated archers of all time.
When I step out onto the archery field wearing a USAT or USA Archery jersey, I want people to see me in that jersey, and I want them to be able to see and feel how proud I am to wear that jersey. To me, it means perfection, it means professionalism, it means, performance. It means going out and giving everything that I have at the tournament, whether it means, whether that's actual competition or, helping someone fix a problem or working together in the team round and performing there. It means just being the perfect professional ambassador to the sport. And I obviously, at the peak of that, it's performance, it's winning gold medals, it's, being out there on the final stage and, putting on a show for everyone. But I want people to see that and understand that there's so much more behind the scenes that goes on to get to that point. And I want them to feel as proud of me in that role as I am of the achievement of being in that role.